Hello Marvel Heroes fans and friends of my channel, my name is Wilfred Wong and welcome to this new episode of Q&A whereby I would answer some of your questions while I play this game. Now, usually Monday is a day for the Madness event, but somehow for some reason there isn't any, so my apologies, I can't really do any Madness for you guys. So I'll just do a Holo-sim instead because I run out of stuff to show you guys about these games. And for some of you who may not have been with this game for a while or have been taking a break, so this is one of the series whereby I also talked a little bit about what is going to happen in this game as well. So stay tuned for that. There's a lot of stuff that I would like to cover today, mainly on the Supergroup because I'm from a Supergroup and I think there has been some question about how the group is going and so on. So I'd like to address that. But I think some of you have been asking me quite a few questions on what I think about the upcoming Danger Room. Am I active in other forums or Reddit as well, and also I think one of our players has actually got a chance to talk to our developer back in New York City. So I think there's some stuff going on I'd like to share with you as well. Also just hear how you think about that. All right. So basically I just leisurely playing Holo-sim. As you can see, I'm Holo-sim Grandmaster here, and well, I just talk about stuff. Like I always do. Okay, so I guess where should I start? Okay, so the first thing start is probably because a lot of you have been watching my YouTube and asking me am I active in other stuff like Reddit or in the forum as well. I do. Well, I'm not in the Reddit. I think that's a little bit beyond me in some sense, but I do sort of like I was really active in the forum. But I found that the engagement I have in this what do I need to do? Venom. Okay, so I found that the engagement I have in this game is in YouTube is a lot better than I have in the forum. So like for instance, I used to do the same thing, share my finding with the forum people and what I think is a good way to farm certain things and so on. I mean that's nice. I mean a lot of interaction there, but it doesn't really translate to in-game interaction whereby what I have in today through the YouTube. So that's why I'm still active in the forum sometimes, and whenever I discover a bug, I always go in the forum or suggest something through the forum because I think that is where Gazillion listen to us. But I more likely I'll focus on the YouTube instead. All right. So now I just need to get rid of Venom. All right. So okay, just then let me just talk about the rest of the stuff here. All right. So yeah, now I know some of you has been asking about New Danger Room because that would probably be the next big thing in Marvel Heroes. For those who have not really heard a lot about it before, it was something like a Midtown Manhattan. The idea, sorry, it was someone's side project that somehow been translated into. By the way, this is one of my least favorite wave. Great. So it is one of those that has been being translated into the something that a side project from one developer into something that is more substantial. So I am very excited to see what is to come and on the Danger Room. So I did read about the FAQ as well. So I do have some thought about it. Let me just get my way through it, get my way around it as well, and just maybe to get rid of those things here. It's really hard to click all this, interact with all these people there. I'm not quite sure how you guys do it. I'm not really an expert in Holo-sim, by the way. I always joke that it is called Holo-sim because I really don't like the map is just too small for me to really enjoy what's happening. Okay, anyway, so I think on the positive side, the Danger Room has the potential of us really. The main hero really mean a lot to us. It could mean more to us than what we have today because now you could really max out a heroes and really have a main hero. And the thing is that I know some of you are doing raid as well and say that wow I do have my heroes as raid, but to me it's not the same. Why is it not so? Because raid depending on group setting, right? I can't choose my group. If my group doesn't really perform or either way. It failed the whole thing. But Danger Room sounds to me that something can be soloable, or can find a friend or two that is sort of like, in the same way that we could play together. So I think I'll be more serious about doing main, because I'm not really entirely a big fan of raid. To be honest, I mean, I do play raid. I have my kind of like reasonable enjoyment from it. But yeah, I mean, if that is what the Danger Room is about, I think I would sort of like enjoy it for quite a fair bit. So that is one of the plus that I can see. And from what I hear is that it seems to me that there are quite a lot of new content to it as well. I mean, there's a certain depth to it. So it's something that I'm looking forward to. But I'm also cautious about a couple of things here, because I really hope that the map is not just as small as a Holo-sim, because a Holo-sim is really it's really tiny. The map, after a while, after a few waves, I mean, I did 50 wave, like, it was really boring after a while. Just this whole map there, and the scenario is not really interesting. So I really hope that the Danger Room is a lot better than what we have in here. Then that is one thing. And then for those of you who have seen the Cosmic Gate, you probably agree with me that some heroes are just like so much stronger in terms of the all this content. You can never really find a way to balance all this stuff. So I'm really hoping that the this Danger Room sort of like I mean, it's one of those things in cautious mode. Is we know for sure that some heroes are just not performing as great as some other heroes in some way. So I don't know. These are some of the minuses. Stuff I have in mind. And then also, is it casual enough? Is it addictive enough? Because we want gameplays that's addictive. We want to go back there again and again and again. Not just like Ultron mode. Just go in. I can't remember when was the last time I did Ultron, except the one that I have to do it because of the what is this? Okay, so I have to VIPs. So except the part whereby I have to like do a limbo side quest because of Ultron mode. So I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping that these are just some of my so-called fear when it comes to this Danger Room kind of thing. Yeah. So that is my only thought. I don't really have a lot of things to say about that, because I'm very optimistic. I hope that it is really something good for the game, because we really need some good content. Because I mean, I've been doing a lot of patrol for you guys, Cosmic Patrol. After a while, it's more or less look like the same thing. And the only thing I really enjoy right now is just playing new heroes. Yeah, so that is something that I would sort of like looking forward to for the Danger Room. All right, so. Okay, so I hope that answered the question on how I feel the Danger Room. And then there were news from the one of the developer and one of our player called Xeon Mercury. You can find his post in the forum as well. And he has the luxury of meeting some of the gazillion developers in New York City, and that is really cool because. I would love to meet them and ask some of these questions that I have as well. So yeah, I mean, that is one thing. And I think there are a couple of things that come out from it, costume, heroes, and so on. But the one thing that I really kind of like a bit conscious about it is because they mentioned that they may not have advanced pack 3 now. I don't know whether you guys buy the pack or not. Let me know. I do buy advanced pack 3. Not that I find it in great value, because think about it, right? I always use World of Warcraft subscription as my benchmark, because anything that is more expensive than World of Warcraft, because World of Warcraft actually give to me it's like a gold standard of MMO, at least at its era. It's a gold standard of MMO, and I think I used to pay around $12 or less than that. If I sign up for half a year kind of duration, maybe $11 per month to play this game, to pay for it. So I always use that as a benchmark. So when it comes to advanced pack, right, it's actually not cheap. Marvel Heroes is not cheap to play. in between advanced pack, I also pay the costume as well. So I'll buy, like this year I bought the Iron Man costume at least, and some other costume as well. So, it is not something that, to me, is not something that is not a cheap game. So now, if they take away the advanced pack 3 and just sell the so-called, quarterly pack. Now the quarterly pack is actually quite expensive, even as a pack on its own. So the game become really expensive, and now then I get to see like, okay, if you announce like 3 heroes whereby I may not like, then yeah, I may not even buy the quarterly pack that Garcinia have in mind. So I don't know what they're doing. Some actually a little bit concerned about, is it because their financial is not that great and they're worried that they may not be able to fulfill the order. I don't know. I think I'm just a bit more optimistic than some of you all. I think this company eventually is still be alright. It's still a Marvel franchise. I'm pretty sure still a lot of fans out there to sort of like stay on and just pay for the game and to contribute in a financial sense. And so maybe they just would not want to announce all the 12 heroes because they want to keep an element of surprise, being able to adjust to it as well without having to sort of like commit to certain set of hero, and then after that you realize that, oh yeah, there's nothing to play for anymore because none of the 12 heroes are my favorite, or most of the 12 heroes are not my favorite. So I think they're trying to do away with it, but if Garcinia is listening to this one, even if they don't announce any heroes, I would very likely to still buy the advanced pack 3, knowing that I have 12 heroes, two costume, as well as the hero stash. All right, so yeah, for of course for the price that we have on the advanced pack like right now. So yeah, that is the only thing I can say about that advanced pack news. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate how things turn out. Even if with advanced pack, I still feel this game is pretty expensive if you want to get all the heroes, and I think they should, think. And then the Deadpool 52 review, there has not been any news to it. I'm also a Deadpool fan. I've been waiting for his review for a while. A lot of people ask me, am I able to, what am I going to do here? Okay, am I able to sort of like, Am I able to pass a gate with Deadpool, and how should I pass a gate? No, the answer is no, I can't. I just can't. I know that there could be other ways, but I don't feel that I would like to spend that much time just to find the possibility of getting through a gate. I've got quite a fair bit of Omega Point, and I actually use top-notch artifact and so on, but I didn't have a legendary because I should have, but then I really want to wait until they have the review and want to get the full experience. So yeah, usually even with new heroes like Kitty Pryde or new hero these days, I don't need to gear that high to pass a gate. But for Deadpool, I'm just waiting for the review. So I'm really hoping that they will do something with the review. Maybe they're trying to time it with the movie. I don't know whether you guys have watched the trailer or not. I've watched the trailer. It's really quite exciting, and so I'm looking forward to the movie. Sometimes they actually time it such a way that the movie time it with the review and the new costume and so on, just relaunch the hero. So okay, so this is not too bad. The surgical arm. It's kind of fun to see the arms actually went down like that, right? It's hilarious. How is it even possible? Well, that's Kitty Pryde for you. All right. So yeah, so that is probably my thought on the on some of these news, the upcoming news that we have in Marvel Heroes, and the I'm still prestiging Kitty Pryde. Now it's on blue. I was really hoping that today I could go full force into Midtown Madness and get some mileage out of leveling her, because I've been quite slow this day. Work has been crazy and life has been crazy as well. So yeah, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. I know a lot of my guildmates are a lot faster than me in terms of leveling right now, and be asking a lot of you asking me, am I loving Kitty Pryde so much that I like to prestige her? The answer is that, okay, so I would like to answer in twofold because I have 2 legendaries to level right now, because I'm going to have a feel of both the Lord Heat mode as well as not Heat mode. Non Heat mode. So I'm going to do that, and since I'm doing that, may as well just level a couple of times, get a few costume and do some like costume kind of like crafting and see whether I've got some nice new costume or not, because the new costume are fantastic, like the new Jane Foster is fantastic there, and the Psylocke as well, that one, the Mandarin one is fantastic. So there's a lot of really good things to go for. So I'm kind of like getting my prestige mode on and try to see whether I like some of this stuff, and that's cool. I mean, that's part of the game, and I don't have any hurry in getting all these things anyway. So, and I think that Kitty Pryde is actually quite fun. I'm actually enjoying quite a lot on her. She has pretty amazing. She has actually very amazing area damage as a even both Lord Hit or non-Lord Hit also been pretty well. So I kind of enjoy what I have in Kitty Pryde. So in time to come, I'll get her red, and just stay tuned for more like Kitty Pryde video. But another reason is that I'm really running out of things to do right now in this game. Not that I'm very interested in farming for anything right now. I've already made peace with myself. I'm not going to farm for Odinma because it's just too boring for me to farm for Odinma. So what I'm going to do, I'm just keep swapping blessing, transferring legendary, and making guides for you guys. I mean, that's basically what I intend to do. All right. So I hope that sort of answer quite a fair bit on the my plan and so on the Kitty Pryde and so on. So now let's move on to the most important part of this video, which is about my supergroup. Right. So. Maybe I start with a little bit of history, where I see this supergroup as, because I know a lot of you who joined this group are sort of like my audience as well in this YouTube, and and also you found that you like to just join this group and have fun with all these friends here and so on. So yeah, I mean, I thought maybe I'll just share with you my sort of like expectation, or not expectation, my vision about how this supergroup is, and just in case if you find that, well, is it your cup of tea or not? I mean, we always welcome people who join as well. So, but just a little bit of background about my MMO career is that I've played this MMO with some of my friends, real life friends. So like for Mark, his HL games in my guild. We have played this game since 2004 with the World of Warcraft. So back in the World of Warcraft day, we have started a guild there already. We have known each other for 10 years, played for 10 years. So obviously he's part of the officer of this guild, and he used to be a bit more active last time, but sort of like lately, because of he has life and stuff like that to deal with. So yeah, I mean, but eventually he'll be back. So it's been 10 years, and with my wife as well. She also been playing World of Warcraft. She joined after the Burning Crusade, and together we also run the guild. So. And I mean, that is the crux of where the whole thing is coming through, and then eventually we have we have Dave who joined, and we have IVI, or a spaceman, we call him, join as well. So I mean, there are a few of core group of us has been really know each other, really can count on each other for a while, been running guild for quite some times, and our approach has always been pretty casual. Because we found that, I mean, a game is just to enjoy, and if there are some end game stuff that we want to do, we'll do. But by and large, we are the sort that who's really casual about where we are. And in fact, I mean, Marvel Hero is also a game that is pretty casual as well. So a lot of you who join this super group would be someone who's I would presume who's also new to the game, who's looking for companion to play with, or on some of these like Holo-sim, or some of these Limbo whatnot, that you like to find a group within this environment. So my vision has always been like this, right? About this skill, it's always been, it is an environment whereby, how much so many cosmic tube is amazing. It is an environment whereby we all have a chance to really learn this game together. So if you have questions about this game, you can ask about it, and creating an environment whereby it's casual enough. You don't feel like work playing in this playing with us, and also it is international, Yeah, I mean, basically it creates a space for you, because if you want to achieve a lot, like you want to arrange raid and so on, you could do so as well within this guild. No issue about it. You can do a lot of stuff with what we have. What I can promise is that there will always be new blood coming in, because I'll be doing all these videos. Some of you may join and so on. So I mean, that is the gist of where this super group is going. And I think in a way, we also realize that sometimes, although it is an environment whereby it is for a lot of you who want to achieve your own personal goal, right? So sometimes maybe your personal goal is just to understand this game better, or unlock more heroes. Maybe your personal goal is to say do hardcore raiding. So this is an environment whereby you could find your own friends here. You could in fact, we have seen friends who has been doing a lot of raid as well, and this is the environment whereby you can get a lot of this thing done here, your own personal goal. But we also understand that eventually some of you may sort of like graduate from this environment, because it may be too casual for you, and you want to join a more like tightly managed kind of group, whereby there's a very defined path to become an officer, whereby you have to work hard to sort of like to gain recognition, work hard to be rewarded for this promotion and so on. I mean, that is probably something that it's not what this skill is about. This skill is not about making you work, but we understand that eventually people will kind of like graduate to a next tier, whereby they may want to join another guild and form their own guild and so on. So feel free to do so. That's fine. That's cool too. We are all friends. We are all fans of Marvel heroes. Yeah. So I think to wrap up this entire video, because I think my dinner is up soon. My wife just finished cooking, and to just wrap up this whole entire video is that I'll create a few more guides, and what is my upcoming guide, right? Now definitely Kitty Pryde will be one, and I will also look into Black Panther as well. And thanks for all your support for the artifact and the rune word guide, because at the end of the day, those are very much my personal project. I thought to share with you. If you do not agreeable with some of this, how things are being derived because you have your own matrix and so on, please, I mean, that's fine. You can have your own rank as well. But I just would like to share with those who probably may not even look into the whole mathematics behind, just would like to have some opinion on where things are. So that is really for that purpose. And then, what I'll do, probably I'll spin off another video on the medallion, because a lot of people ask me like, should I be using this medallion, that medallion or not? So I'll do the same treatment as what I've done for the rune words. I'll do it for medallion. And so I don't think I would continue to do Holo-sim until I get to level 60, because Holo-sim is not really my favorite. I'm just doing it because I thought I haven't been really doing any Holo-sim video for a very long time. Actually, I want to do an X Defense video, but before they revamp it. But I think that will probably require a little bit more attention than Holo-sim. All right, so thank you for staying with me in this video, and feel free to submit questions. Feel free to check out my link in my description. Back to my website, a lot of guides for you, for heroes, guides for new player, guide for guide for any kind of player gameplay really. So till the next time we see each other, goodbye and have fun.